The story of the 1982 Pfennig coin from Bundesrepublik Deutschland, West Germany. In the bustling streets of 1980s West Germany, amid the roar of the Wirtschaftswunder, the economic miracle that transformed a war-torn nation into a global powerhouse, a tiny copper-colored coin quietly changed hands every day. The 2 Pfennig coin, minted in 1980 by the Bundesrepublik Deutschland, was more than just small change. It was a pocket-sized symbol of resilience, rebirth, and the quiet strength of a people rebuilding from the ashes of World War II. This humble 2 Pfennig, worth 0.02 Deutsche Mark, carried a powerful story on both its front and back sides, designed by a master engraver and produced in millions to fuel everyday commerce in one of the most stable economies of the Cold War era. Hello everyone, welcome to Old World Coins Vault. Here we bring you the oldest, the rarest, and the most mysterious coins from around the world. Do you want to know which coin is worth millions? Which coin is hiding one of history's biggest secrets? And which coin looks ordinary today, but could make you rich tomorrow? So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's open the Old World Coins Vault. Let's start with the front side, obverse. It features a delicate oak seedling, sprouting 5 vibrant leaves, its young stem rising proudly from the soil. Encircling it in bold capital letters is Bundesrepublik Deutschland, Federal Republic of Germany, with the year 1980 stamped clearly below the plant. This design, created by the renowned German coin engraver Adolf Jäger in the early 1950s, was no accident. The oak tree has deep roots in German folklore and history, symbolizing endurance, strength, and immortality since ancient Teutonic times. But in post-1945 Germany, the young seedling took on a profound new meaning. It represented the fragile yet hopeful rebirth of the nation after total devastation. Just as an oak sapling pushes through rocky soil to grow into a mighty tree, West Germany was rising from ruins, supported by the Marshall Plan, hard work, and the new Deutsche Mark currency introduced in the 1948 currency reform. Adolf Jäger, who worked for the federal mints, intentionally chose this motif to inspire hope. His design first appeared on Pfennig coins around 1950 and remained virtually unchanged until the euro replaced the mark in 2002. The 1980 version was struck in copper-plated steel, making it magnetic, unlike earlier bronze issues, a cost-effective material chosen for durability in high circulation use. Now, flip the coin to the backside, reverse. Here you see the denomination prominently displayed as 2 Pfennig, with a mint mark, D for Munich, F for Stuttgart, G for Karlsruhe, or J for Hamburg, nestled between 2 graceful ears of rye. These rye ears, symbols of agriculture, fertility, and abundant harvest, flank the value, reminding users of the land's bounty and the importance of basic sustenance. Rye was a staple crop in Germany, and its depiction evoked the post-war push for food security and economic self-sufficiency. Jäger designed this side too, creating a harmonious balance, the obverse's growth and the reverse's nourishment. The edge is plain, and the coin weighs about 4 grams with a 21.5 millimeter diameter, perfectly sized for vending machines, bus fares, and market stalls. The coin was designed by Adolf Jäger, a skilled engraver employed by the German federal mint system. Jäger's work defined the look of early Bundesrepublik coins, infusing them with subtle optimism rather than overt nationalism, a deliberate choice to distance from the Nazi era's bombastic symbols. It was manufactured at 4 state mints under the oversight of the Deutsche Bundesbank, which controlled currency production to ensure stability. The 1980 mintage was massive, over 366 million coins across all mints, for example, 120 million at Stuttgart's F Mint alone, reflecting West Germany's thriving economy. Why was it made? After the 1948 currency reform ended hyperinflation and black market chaos, the Deutsche Mark became the anchor of the social market economy. Small denominations like the 2 Pfennig were essential for precise pricing in a booming consumer society, buying bread, newspapers, or a tram ticket. By 1980, West Germany was at the height of its prosperity. Exports surged, unemployment was low, and the mark was one of the world's strongest currencies. This coin helped keep daily life efficient while silently telling a story of renewal. Continuing the tale of this unassuming yet meaningful coin, we dive deeper into its historical roots and the broader context of 1980 West Germany. Adolf Jäger, the talented engraver behind both sides of the 2 Pfennig and many other early Deutsche Mark coins, was born in the early 20th century and worked for the Federal Mint system. His designs deliberately avoided the aggressive imagery of the Third Reich. Instead, he chose gentle, natural motifs that spoke of quiet strength and renewal. The oak seedling on the obverse wasn't just decorative, it carried centuries of symbolism. In ancient Germanic lore, the oak, Eiche, represented durability and was sacred to gods like Thor/Donar. During the Romantic era and 19th century nationalism, it became a pan-German emblem of steadfastness. After 1945, in a divided and devastated country, Jäger transformed it into a young sapling with 5 tender leaves, symbolizing the fragile new beginning of the Federal Republic founded in 1949. This design first appeared on Pfennig denominations around 1950 and stayed consistent for over 5 decades until the euro's arrival. The reverse, with its 2 ears of rye, Roggenähren, framing the 2 Pfennig and the mint mark, also carried layered meaning. Rye was a hardy crop that thrived in Germany's varied climates and fed the population through tough times. It evoked agricultural recovery and the social market economy, soziale Marktwirtschaft, championed by Ludwig Erhard, which blended free markets with social welfare. The 4 mints, Munich, D, Stuttgart, EO, F, Karlsruhe, G, and Hamburg, J, produced these coins under strict Bundesbank oversight to maintain the Deutsche Mark's legendary stability. In 1980, total mintage reached an impressive approximately 367.25 million pieces, including about 440,000 proof coins for sets. Breakdown by mint, Stuttgart, F, approximately 120.47 million, the highest reflecting industrial heartland demand. Hamburg, J, approximately 102.37 million. Munich, D, approximately 93.47 million. Karlsruhe, G, approximately 50.94 million. Most were copper-plated steel, magnetic version, introduced to save costs after earlier bronze issues, weighing 4 grams, 21.5 millimeters in diameter with a plain edge. Production was a massive logistical effort. Millions struck daily to supply banks, shops, and vending machines across a prosperous nation. West Germany was riding high during the late Wirtschaftswunder. The 1970s oil crises had tested the economy, but by 1980, recovery was underway with strong exports, cars, machinery, chemicals, low inflation thanks to the independent Bundesbank, and the mark as a hard currency envied worldwide. Small coins like the 2 Pfennig were vital for everyday precision, paying exact fares on the efficient public transport, buying Brötchen at the bakery, or using telephone booths. They represented stability in a Cold War world where East Germany used the weaker Ostmark. The coin quietly supported consumer confidence while embedding a message of growth, from rubble in 1945 to one of the world's largest economies by 1980. Common circulated 1982. Pfennig coins hold little premium, typically worth $10 to $200 depending on condition and mint mark. Uncirculated or choice examples might fetch $100 to $1,000. Proof versions, from official sets, are more collectible, often selling for $6 to $8 million plus among enthusiasts. There are no major rarities in the 1980 issue due to the enormous mintage. Even the lowest, Karlsruhe G, had over 50 million circulation strikes. On platforms like eBay, Numista, or auction houses, bulk lots sell cheaply, while high-grade graded coins, by NGC or PCGS, command modest premiums. In the broader numismatic market, its value lies more in historical storytelling than intrinsic rarity or metal content. It's plated steel, not precious. Collectors prize complete Pfennig series or error varieties, but a standard 1980 piece is an affordable entry into German post-war coinage. But it forms part of sets valued for representing an era of German resilience. The coin's journey didn't end with circulation. When the euro replaced the mark on January 1, 2002, with physical exchange until 2002 to 2003 in some places, billions of pfennigs were withdrawn, melted, or kept as souvenirs. Many 1980 coins still surface in old wallets, inheritance, or European flea markets. Its story fascinates because it bridges the personal and the national. A coin that might have bought a single gumball or contributed to a tram ride now reminds us of how a nation rebuilt itself, one small, hopeful seedling at a time. During the Cold War, West German coins like this contrasted sharply with East German designs, highlighting ideological and economic differences. Some numismatists note that the magnetic property, due to steel core, made them detectable in vending machines, a practical innovation. Today they serve as humble artifacts in museums or private collections, teaching lessons about monetary policy, symbolism in everyday objects,